Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, I suggest that you do the 1D&D survey for the first Unearthed Arcana um, booklet. It's not even a booklet, it's literally the size of a pamphlet, honestly. It's really nothing. But please do that if you haven't already. And if you didn't download the PDF and you have no idea what I'm talking about, then do that. Go to D&D Beyond, download the PDF. It's easy. They do it step by step. And yeah, have any questions? Leave a comment down below, I guess. But yeah. So a question that a lot of people are asking is multi-classing gonna be dead? Is why are they giving us rules for background creation and why are there new rules for spells, and why are there new rules for critting, and why are there new rules for a bunch of other stuff? The thing is, as a DM, I don't want to have to come up with rules. I don't want to create more crap than I already need to. I don't like doing it. It's annoying, it's frustrating, it's unnecessary stress, and quite frankly, it is stupid as hell. I don't like doing it. I hate it. It's aggravating. I just don't, alright? With that said, multi-classing is not going to be dead. It's going to be easier and more efficient for everyone. It's going to be like a walk in the park. It's going to be a piece of cake. It's going to be a breeze. It's going to be amazing. And in fact, I'm actually predicting an increase in multi-classing. Why? Because backgrounds are better than ever. Customization of backgrounds is going to be incredible, as there are going to be guides to doing it so that people don't underpower themselves and overpower themselves. Yes, it is very possible. Believe it or not, the human mind is a wonderful place for some people. It's amazing. Yes. So with a guide and a helping hand on how to create these backgrounds efficiently, easily, and without screwing things up is going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. Less stress on the DM. The DM can literally say, hey, if you want to create your own background, do it. Here are the rules for it in this book. Have at it. Spells are going to be changed as well. Going to be amazing. We're not going to go for, wizard spells, sorcerer spells, artificer spells, warlock spells, and all that stuff. That's a thing of the past. It's not going to be like that. They're going to be split up into 3 categories: arcane, primeval, and divine. Amazing. So that way, when new feats or new classes or new races, they're not going to limit you, or they're not going to be limited by themselves because of old rules saying you can only pick from these certain classes. That's not going to be the case. Magic Initiate is getting reworked because new classes and new races are coming out that are getting their own spell section. They're getting their own spells associated to themselves. They're not going to be associated to wizard. They were never associated with wizard or anything yet. So if you picked Magic Initiate, but you wanted spells from Artificer that are Artificer specific, you couldn't do that with Magic Initiate. You can't do that. Now with the new player's handbook, you will be able to do it. Magic Initiate is going to be reworked so that when you pick that feat, you can pick spells from Divine, Arcane, or Primeval. Amazing. I love it. I think it should have been like that in the first place, because when you think about it, Wizard and Sorcerer, even to this day, I really don't necessarily see the difference. I honestly don't. People say Sorcerers for damage and Wizards are for utility. That's great. That's fine and all. But if that's the only difference that you see, I don't think there's that much of a difference. I really don't. And I'm sorry if that opinion offends any of you. I don't give a shit. I just don't see a big difference, honestly. I really don't. So, amazing. Spells are getting reworked. Amazing. I love it. Feats are getting reworked. Fantastic. This player's handbook is aiming to make it so the DM doesn't have to do much work in creating rules. The only work the DM has to do is take away rules, and that's it. Why? Because the player's handbook of 5th edition from 2014 is not getting thrown away. It is staying. The only thing that is getting thrown away are additions. There aren't going to be any more additions. There's no 5.5, 6E, 7th E, 8th E, 10th E, whatever. They're done with that shit for the foreseeable future. Now they could come back 3 years or 1 year after this book gets released. Keep in mind, we're not sure when in 2024, so we don't know yet. So keep in mind, it could be the end of 2025 or at the very beginning of 2025, who knows when. But as of now, editions are thrown out the window. They are not doing that anymore. We're not going to see any more editions. That's it. This is the last player's handbook update. That is it. We might get more updates. That'll be really, really cool. And I really hope that this version is going to be digital and not physical. I hope this edition is going to be a digital copy, so that way, if there ever needs to be an update, they just update it, so that if people have an account with D&D Beyond, because D&D Beyond is now a product of Wizards of the Coast D&D section of the company. They just came together, so that's it. So when this book drops, I am hoping it is a digital copy. If it's a hard copy, I hope they give us a digital code so that we get it for free. So that way, if there is ever need for an update, an edit, or anything like that, they can just do it automatically. And guess what? You see it online. You see it in your account. You see the player's handbook of 2024 just got updated, just got edited. Bam, done. Don't need to do anything about it. You don't need to worry about it. That's it. Okay. Now, with this being said, with One D&D, a lot of people are saying that Roll20 is going to get sued. It's going to get a cease and desist order. That's not true. It's not going to happen. For all you people thinking that, clearly you don't understand how shit works in business. Because if you did, then you would have realized that D&D should have done that from the very beginning. And since they haven't done it from the very beginning, they're not going to do it at all. Why? Because Roll20 is not just for D&D. Roll20 is for tabletop RPG games or non-RPG games, but for tabletops. That's literally what Roll20 is. You can pretty much play cards on that damn thing. You don't literally. You can play Magic the Gathering on Roll20. You can play anything that is a tabletop game. You can play anything on Roll20. It doesn't have to be just D&D. Okay? So, if you think about that, if you really think about it, that means D&D cannot send them a cease and desist order. Because Roll20 is not just for D&D. Majority of it is, but that doesn't mean entirety. Alright? Get that through your head. Come on, be smart about it. So, with that said, you can all stop worrying about it, and guess what? I'm happy D&D is coming out with their own virtual, module, their own virtual role-playing, accessory. They showed it to us. They showed a very, very brief snippet of it. They talked a bit about it. It looks fantastic. I love it. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be even better than Roll20 because Roll20 has a lot of issues. A lot of the other programs that are meant for D&D and other tabletop RPG games, they have a lot of issues, a lot of very big ones, very prominent ones that aren't so much mechanical wise, but for people to use them, there are a lot of issues. I know that for sure. So, with that said, this thing that D&D is coming out with, I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be great, and it's going to help DMs and players far and wide playing together from across country or across the world. It's going to be really, really nice. It's going to be fantastic. So I'm really happy that they're doing this finally. They should have done this back in 2016, 2017, pretty much before, you know, the pandemic. They should have done this. So, guess what? Now we're getting it. Again, I don't know when. I don't think they ever announced it. So it could be 2025. It could be 2026. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. So that's about it, everyone. That's all I have to say. Definitely going to be making more videos on D&D. D&D is going to be the sole focus of the content of this channel. So I think it's going to be really, really fun. I can't wait to make a lot of good content with you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of this channel, for being a part of this community. You're all amazing, awesome, just amazing. You're all fantastic. I could never have done this without you guys. So I'll see you all in the next video. Also, I am live streaming on Twitch. I'm back at it again. Link to my Twitch channel will be in the description below and also pinned in the comment section as well. Again, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or just want to rant or whatever about 1D&D, leave it in the comment section below and I will read it and I will probably reply to it because I have nothing better to do other than schoolwork. With that said, everyone, Hara Viking, Skål!